Okay, awesome. So most of you guys are familiar with the app. This training isn't going to take more than like 15 minutes. I'll just be going through the features, where to find everything, and yeah. So as long as you have your account, I should be able to list you as an influencer. Otherwise, if you haven't made it yet, I'll be setting up a follow-up email. And once you make it, I can list you as an influencer right away. Um, but this is going to be your homepage. Basically, anyone that you follow, you'll see if they post and vice versa. As long as you're listed as an influencer for your school, anyone that follows your school will see what you post. So no extra steps are needed there. You can just post regularly and it'll go onto your school's feed. We also have these featured student posts. So these are going to be like your most active users in your community. So do not be afraid of that. Otherwise, that's kind of it for your feed. Secondly, we're going to go over to the very right on your profile tab. This is not where your profile looks like to other people. This is more like the behind the scenes of it all. So you can kind of see edit profile, you can answer fun questions, you can answer roommate questions and see the rest of your profile here. If you want to see what it looks like to other people, you can write edit profile and it will pop up as a regular profile here. So this is what other people will see. They'll see your picture, name, um, school, college influencer badge, can scroll down to your bio, as well as throughout your fun questions and answers. And feel free to list any other information that you'd like. To edit all of this, you can click edit profile, can add any of this information. As for your social handles, feel free to and personal like Instagram or things like that. But otherwise, unless you are not comfortable with it or you don't feel like receiving random followers or DMs, you can leave that blank. You can also use your admissions Instagram or any other social media accounts your admissions account may have. But otherwise, feel free to leave it blank as well. Make sure to click save. And then under that, make sure to answer at least fun 3 fun questions. I would say that helps a lot get some traction on your profile and to make sure that students know that you're like a real person and not just like a bot. Um, so you can scroll through, there's a ton of different fun questions. You can answer them. And then if you want to delete something, you can just like go back and click save and it should automatically delete it. Feel free to also answer the roommate questions, but isn't necessary if you aren't looking for a roommate. I follow like almost every school on here, so you should only have your school on here. Um, so no worries there. This is also one of the 2 ways you can post on ZeeMee. You can go under your communities, it should say add video or add photo. Otherwise, you can go back to your home tab and click add video or add photo. So at the very top, I'll click add photo. You can either take it from your camera or open up your camera roll. So I'll just take this screenshot of the everything is like a square format, so I'll scroll it to my liking here and click next. These options are available for both videos and photos, so you can add a caption, you can add a learn more link, and you can schedule it for later. So links are awesome for if you're maybe posting about a specific scholarship, event that you have to RSVP for, things like that, that will have more information on your admissions website. So make sure to include that if it's applicable to your post. Otherwise, you can schedule for later. I do recommend each school posting at least 2 to 3 times a week. So maybe you have a specific day you're supposed to post and you want to make sure you don't miss that day. You can always schedule it for like, oh, I have to post on Mondays. I'll post this at 3 p.m. Just to make sure, just because I will forget unless I have a reminder or something. And here you don't have to remind it after you make your video or your post. You can just click post and you're good to go. So here I'll add video here. So if you're ever stuck on what to post, we do have a bunch of these different prompts. So feel free to scroll through. And if you're unsure, maybe like how to answer a specific prompt, you can actually click on these little circle icons on the bottom left and kind of scroll through to see how other influencers may have answered the same prompt before. Can watch it and then click out of it whenever you feel like it. I do recommend posting an introductory video before doing anything else, just so prospective students know maybe like, oh, they're like in the same major program as I'm interested in, or they're going into, or they're involved with an organization that I really am interested in. So they can kind of like reach out to you based on how they relate with you. Um, Otherwise, you can click answer for any of these prompts or just the general prompt. All videos on ZeeMee do have a 60-second time limit, and again, everything is in a square format. So if you're recording it from the app, you can actually click just like the big white button in the bottom middle. You can click it, it'll start recording. Once you start recording, you can't start and stop it and like pause the video to keep going. It's going to be one consecutive video, so keep that in mind. So I can stop it, retake it, play it back, or just delete it overall. Um, but oh no, my Wi-Fi. Hold on. I'm not sure. It got stuck on here last time, so I apologize. Let me go back to Zoom and reshare my screen here. Did everyone see it just fine before?
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, awesome. Let me just relaunch my app just in case. Too many things are going on my phone, that's why. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again and opening up ZeeMee. All right. Let me know if I'm just talking into like a blank wall right now because I can't see if you guys can see it. But yeah, you click answer. You can record it from the app, or if you have a pre-made video uploaded, like you made a TikTok before, feel free to just click upload. And I'm gonna do this video of my cat on the floor. Again, you can crop it to your liking. I'll click next, and the same options are available. I will not be posting this for real just because I do see but yeah, nothing has to be like Instagram worthy on ZeeMee. Like there's a lot of videos where students are really just like talking to the camera. Um, it's very minimal editing needed. You don't even need to edit it if you'd like. Students who are like interested in your school really just want to know what it's like to be in your shoes, what it's like at your school. Um, so yeah, if you ever are like super stuck on what to make, um, you can go through those prompts. I would also like think back to when you were applying as a high school junior or senior and think about what you would want to know as someone who's going into college. Um, Something that's great too is like you don't even need to have school related content. Like it doesn't have to be all about classes or homework or studying. You could talk about like how you budget your finances, where you're finding opportunities like college internships and things like that. You can talk about like your favorite meal prepping, as you can see here. Um, you could talk about literally anything, maybe your outfit of the day. A lot of people really like the a day in my life vlog, so you can do that as well. Two great apps that can be used for minimal editing are TikTok and CapCut. Those are free and you can really easily just make a video on there and upload it here as well. And as you can see, I think this one is made on TikTok maybe. Um, but other than that, tab. So here we have our chats separated by school chats and private chats. So make sure to look in your private chats if you have any DMs. Otherwise, let's go to your guys' school and see specifically what chats we have here. So I'll just go in here. I currently don't have access to everything, but everyone else should have access to the admits and the committed student chats. As you can see, like because I'm not a college representative for your school or a committed student, I don't have the other chats unlocked yet. But these are the general chats. The only ones you need to look at are the Ask a Current Student and the Ask a Counselor chats. And as you can see, if you're answering a question in here, you're gonna have a different color text and a badge. So other people know that you're an official college representative. Um, let's go here. So this is pretty simple. You can chat whatever and click the blue up arrow and I'll send it. You can also delete it by holding down your own message and it should say like delete like that. You can also react to other people's messages. So I can hold it down, click react, and I can react with any of these emojis. And like if you made a mistake, you don't want to react to that anymore, you can just click on the reaction itself and it will disappear. That's it for like basic chat functions. We also have these great features on the very left of it. If you click the blue plus arrow or blue plus sign, sorry. So you can send in gifts, you can send in icebreakers, you can also send in any videos or photos from your camera or camera roll. Create an event is awesome for like if you're having an event somewhere, either on ZeeMee or in person. You could say like, hey, we're doing speed friending here actually, like tomorrow at, let's say like 7 or 8 p.m. That's fine. It will send as a calendar invite, kind of. It'll send as a calendar icon, and then people can say, I'm going, I'm interested, or not going. So you can kind of get a head count before you actually are going into that event. I would recommend posting these in the general chats though. Creating a poll is awesome for also like ZeeMee events, or just in general. You can talk about like, hey, who's going to orientation? And you can create these poll choices, and just like a poll, you should be able to skip and view the results right away, or you can wait a little bit and skip and view results. Um, that's about it. But as an influencer, you should have access to certain privileges in your community too. So if you're kind of like lurking around the general chat and you see like someone is being a bully, going against community guidelines, or just overall shouldn't be in your community, you can actually click on their profile picture. It'll bring you to their profile. And then there's these three little dots on the bottom right, which you should be able to ban from the whole community, like your whole school chats, or ban from the chat channel, which will just ban them from that one chat. If you think that they shouldn't be on ZeeMee at all, please make sure to report the user. We check our reported content very often, and we're trying to make ZeeMee a 100% safe space. But as you know, on social media, it's hard to, get rid of any or things like that. Um, but yeah, feel free to use those. I would say banning and kicking someone from a chat is definitely like last resort for people. If it's a minor thing, maybe ask your supervisor first. Um, yeah, and you can also email me after. You'll have my email. You can let me know like, hey, this person's been on here. Can we get them off of our school chats, things like that. Um, but yeah, I will also just recommend not staying in the group chats for too long. The general chats are more for, other students getting to know each other. So if they see like a college representative saying like, hey guys, like what's up? It's kind of gonna kill the vibe a little bit. So make sure you look out for that. But some schools really dig it. Some schools they don't vibe with like the college counselors being in the group chat. So kind of feel it out on your own pace. Other than that, you can also adjust your notification settings at the top right. So something that's really helpful is to mute all channels actually, because you might get a lot of chats. Here, I already have it muted, but it's where it says unmute all channels. And then you can click the all chat push notification settings, and then find your school. Let me go and find it here. And then I will just unmute the Ask a Current Student chat. So you can click on it and unmute this channel. So everything, as you can see, is muted except for that one. So you get notifications for when people ask questions, so maybe you can answer it right away. Other than that, we also have our college connections page, so you can do friend finder here, base them off certain interests or schools. You can also direct people to our roommate match unless you have something kind of set up by your own school. It's basically just friend finder, but for roommates. And you could take a little 10-question roommate quiz, and we will find you your most compatible matches. Lastly, we also have our events page. This is coming up soon, so make sure to look for that. Events and hot tips are going to be coming out. But yeah, do we have any questions so far? Do we need me to go over anything?
I have a question.
For sure.
I don't know if I missed this, but like, how do they know that we're a representative for Towson?
Yeah, so it should say on your profile, if you go to your profile tab, you can click the eyeball icon, and right under my name in school, it says college influencer. They'll also see it in the chat for, let me just go to random school here. So they'll see it in the chat for, if you type, as you can see, Lauren, it says influencer and she has purple chat. So they'll make sure, or they'll just like know from that, that you're a college rep officially.